And we're back. So I was in the area from coming down from the Howling Cliffs and decided, oh yeah, the Lake of Un. We couldn't get across this earlier. And
we couldn't.
I still don't think we can. But I really want to try it out.
But I think it's worth trying to see if we can finally get over it.
Here we go!
And woo!
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Nope, can't do it. Fuck you! Oh, I was hoping I can jump on that and keep going higher. Nope.
Damn.
Check the map. You can cancel. We can go south of here. You can cancel the or cancel, not council, the blasty jumpy move. Boom.
So thanks to Reddit, I forgot. I accidentally just opened this. Apparently, for peanut butter, if it doesn't contain 90% peanuts, it's not considered peanut butter. It's considered peanut spread.
What the fuck?
I have no idea.
Wait, where did you get that from Reddit? Like shower thought shit?
No. This is today I learned. Today I learned in the U.S. Peanut butter must contain 90% peanuts. Otherwise, it must be called peanut spread.
Maybe that's from something like.
Usually they on Today I Learned. They usually link it to like things like Wikipedia or different articles to back up their information.
Do you know why that's considered to be like peanut spread though? Like I would assume it's so you couldn't like shell off fluffernutter shit, which is like what the
let's see if I can find it. I didn't mean to put us on a peanut tangent, but
marshmallows and peanut butter type deal.
Planting and harvesting. It's really not that interesting. Okay, I can think of a better way of going about this. I'll just type in what's the difference between a peanut spread and peanut butter.
Something like that, yeah. Do it. You won't. You fucking won't.
I fucking will.
Defiant as usual.
Me defiant, never.
Oh no, I forgot.
Me a contrarian, never.
Yes. Yes, you a contrarian.
So spreads contain about 60% peanuts.
I was waiting for you to say never.
90%. So 60% defines spread, and then 90% defines peanuts. It doesn't seem.
What's less than spread then? Just fucking peanuts?
I don't know.
Oh, that's not a fucking platform.
I am very counterculture though.
I don't think you're counterculture. You're just like counter. I think you're like the shoulder devil. You're just like.
I like to think.
You like this? Fuck that. It's not allowed. Oh, let's hope that there's something on the other side of this fucking wall. Oh,
I mean, it also comes into.
Ooh, here we go, baby.
Into that.
Oh, I shot too late.
Oh shit.
God damn it.
Shit.
It didn't jump.
It's almost if that is because of the way I was brought up, having 3 brothers.
That makes sense, especially being the youngest. You're like,
well, not
no, fuck that. Well, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was the middle child, essentially.
Old B is younger.
And I'm the only one in my family that does art. Every other one does computer programming or something to do with computers. I'm the only artistic one in my entire family.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, my mom enjoys coloring, and my dad can
coloring.
No, I mean,
it just sounds funny. You're like, I do all this amazing art. My mom likes coloring, though. It's like, I might have to go low on this one. No,
my grandpa's really good with woodworking. He can create some really cool stuff.
Nope. Fuck.
But in general,
yeah, I heard you mentioned your wait, you said dad, right?
My grandfather can do some cool stuff with woodworking.
Yeah.
My dad can build anything.
He has good wood stuff.
My dad's actually good with wood as well, but it's more
fuck me.
It's more architectural. Like he's built roofs, he's built small houses, he's built awnings.
Yeah.
He can build it. He's built things for plants, just
like they hired him?
No, like he just does this shit on his own.
No, I meant like the plants hired him. You said 4 plants. I was like, what?
I went over to my parents' place one time. I was like, hey, Dad, how's it going? He's like, oh, nothing much. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm building an irrigation system for my plants. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I looked it up on YouTube. I was like, okay.
Your dad just sounds very handy.
He is extremely handy. I always, when people ask me to talk about my parents, I go, well, my dad's a real man.
Your dad's a real man. He's a man!
When you think of a manly man, my dad is the definition of that. You think of like Ron Swanson.
I wouldn't say manly man, but I would
Okay.
definitely say like
Handyman.
Handyman.
So you think Ron Swanson?
manly
Ron
man seems like a
Swanson-
lumberjack more than anything.
Yeah, Ron Swanson's basically my dad. My dad is Ron Swanson.
Except he doesn't like what's his favorite breakfast? Or what's his favorite breakfast? I kind of gave that one away.
Loves breakfast.
What's his favorite
That's the only thing he
meal?
knows how to cook is breakfast. He doesn't cook anything else.
No. Wait a second. He has to be good at fucking everything.
He cooks meat
He cooks meat.
and he cooks breakfast. I don't think I've ever had him cook anything else. But he knows how to do woodworking. He is Ron Swanson. My dad is Ron Swanson.
Does he enjoy whiskey? Fuck me.
He does like,
Damn it.
He likes beer. He doesn't really drink hard alcohol that much.
Well, then he's not Ron Swanson.
He
He's very close though.
He
Fuck me.
even has a mustache like Ron.
I think every dad technically has to have a mustache like Ron. Wait, I can just rest here. What the fuck am I doing?
And like older pictures, my dad used to wear flannel all the time, like Ron.
Flannel was in back then, man.
Shit, my dad is.
That's why I think a lot of people like Ron Swanson, because they're like, he's the epitome of what men were at one point in time.
Which is so funny because you listen to Nick Offerman.
Yeah. Which
And
is he's not Ron Swanson. He is Ron Swanson, but he's not.
He
Ron
is,
Swanson.
but he isn't.
He's not the same. He's
He
a
talks
character.
about it in the way that I talk about my brothers, in the fact that, yeah, all my brothers are manly men, and they have jobs like firefighters and carpenters and.
Wait, all your brothers?
No, Ron, Nick Offerman's brothers.
okay,
But in
yeah,
a similar
yeah.
way, we're both the artsy ones.
I was like, you just said that all your brothers were fucking computer nerds.
Yeah. But in a similar fashion, thinking like, well, my brothers are way smarter than me, or if for him, his brothers are more manly than him, because we just ended up going into the artistic profession.
Yeah.
Like, I went into draftsmanship and he went into acting.
Is that what draftsmanship is?
Yeah.
Art stuff?
Yeah, it was just being a good draftsman could be applied to architecture as well.
Oh.
It's just a general rule of thumb for anyone that draws.
That wasn't what I wanted to do. Damn it.
So you could say a comic book artist is an excellent draftsman.
Okay.
It's like our fancy word.
I always
because-
just call you a drawer.
yeah.
That's not what I call you.
Well, when you say artist, an artist can mean so many things. So many people you say, well, I'm an artist. Like, well, what do you
What do you do?
What do you do? Because saying you're an artist could mean you're a musician.
Yeah. Well, I
Saying
mean,
you're an artist can mean you're a poet.
fuck.
And
I
those
can-
are all viable.
I can dash or jump.
Yeah. You gotta jump.
Fuck. I don't have to jump. I can cut it.
Remember,
Or
you have to bounce down
I'm
on
trying.
You have to hit
It didn't
them.
go. I think I was like frozen. I got this shit.
So,
No, I don't.
no, you don't.
I like how I died there because I got hit so many times in the way of dying. Yeah.
What were we talking about again? Oh,
We're talking about
brothers.
draftsmanship and how they can be different.
Art is such a broad term, and it's not easily defined, nor should it be. So we have.
I
different
just know that
things.
video games are not art.
No, of course not. I don't think that's even much of a debate anymore.
It is.
honestly, do
It
people
is.
still really debate that?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Some people were saying that,
I mean, people still debate whether movies are art too. So it's not. Too
how would
surprising.
movies not be art?
Why would
that
you
just
argue
seems-
that games are not art?
Because their games just recently, like, not recently started being art, but like, they just recently, within the last 40 some odd years, when the
Yeah.
before the rules were probably written, or after the rules were probably written, that they started really being art.
Well, to be fair to video games and all these other new forms of art, because art is always changing and it's not defined.
Damn it.
Even when like the great Renaissance painters were painting, they kind of established what art was for a long time.
Yeah.
People like Da Vinci, and there was a certain art that was accepted into society as this is art. Then when the Cubism and like Impressionist artists like Monet and Manet, along with
Wait, Monet and Manet are different people?
they're two different painters.
Oh.
They're spelled almost exactly the same, but they're two different
Not that I would
individuals.
know the difference.
They have different art styles too. But when the Impressionists in France and post-impressionism and whatnot, they struggled for years to be accepted as, as what they did as art, and it was continually rejected by the public because they had their preconceived notion of this is art, anything else doesn't count.
Yeah. I mean, no, that makes sense. It's always evolving from different things.
Yeah. So,
And depending on what's popular at the time is allowed to be viewed as such once, enough people seem to like it.
right. It's just, in general with art, there's always pushback from the majority.
This is just
and
to get
eventually, not that it's the minority wins, it's more so that eventually people come to realize and appreciate the new form of art for
Yeah.
what it can be and just being
like that.
less restricted.
It takes an artist to make something an art.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh, it's
another
just a
rancid
fucking
egg.
rancid egg.
You could always use more of those.
It takes an artist. Fuck me. It takes an artist to make something art. So it could be that maybe just not the correct artist has come to make this thing viably viewed. Mm-hmm. Like I would never say that the E.T.
West
game
Point.
was art. So back then,
Right.
if that was your only, or those types of games where your only
View into it.
View
But
into
I
it,
would
then
say
yeah,
something
it's
like
not art.
Pac-Man is a work of art. Like, it's very
not
simple.
at its time, probably.
But not at its time,
Not
no.
until after.
Not until after. And that's the thing with movies. I was watching a review of Blade Runner 2049.
Oh shit.
Which, ooh, speaking of artists,
Yeah. Oh fuck. Didn't even think about that.
a visitor, why have you crept in here? Little grub, perhaps like me you have a taste for discovering new things. I'm Sheo, and in a previous life I was a Nailmaster. Yes, the only thing that drove me was becoming stronger and honing my skills with a nail.
So this is when he said us. This is the other guy's buddy. Wow, how funny that we actually got to both of them at the same time.
Yeah, I imagine it was one calling in my life, but that feeling faded over time, and now I seek something new that speaks to my soul and compels me forward.
This isn't art. Video games are art. Oh shit, this is art and art. It's Inception. It's Artception.
Damn. That's why I spent my time secluded trying to master the art of creation. Painting, sculpting, these things bring a different kind of pleasure. You don't seem very moved by what I've said. Was it Sheo, the nail master you were looking for? Did you come to learn a nail art? I'll teach you if you insist.
Holy shit. Learn the yeah. Cutscene.
Please use your paintbrush.
Oh my god. Oh
Yes.
shit. Do it. Oh, so he taught us by not actually doing it, but showing us.
Damn.
Master the Great Slash. Hold X to concentrate energy into the nail. Release the button without holding up or down to perform the Great Slash. Okay, I was wondering earlier why I have to hit up or down to do the spinny slash. That makes sense now.
So, my work, does it move you? The wielding of a nail, the wielding of a brush, these things are not so different. We cut down the world so that we can peer deeper inside. For now, though, I have nothing more to teach you. Your path forwards, only you can see it. Good luck.
Thank you, Sheo.
Your path forwards. It's a little weird. Or is that just me?
I think it's just saying your path goes forward. Damn.
Did it say go forwards?
No, I think he said forwards. That's tight. I'm
Your
gonna use
path forwards.
I'm gonna use that
only
if I
you
can remember
see.
it.
Okay, that sounds a little bit better.
forwards, man.
It just tripped me up a little bit because
I
usually...
think it's a different style of speaking. You're
Yeah.
on my cable.
Hinder your playing.
Damn it. Well, it was like pulling on my head. I was like,
My ears!
my head.
It's a little tight in here.
It is a little tight. The desk is not the
Most accommodating.
most accommodating at all times. Like, we're on a little bit of a harder chair.
So, fun fact for you guys, when we first started, well, when you first started having the idea for this, we thought of doing something similar to what the Grumps did, which was play on a couch.
Yep.
But then we got a new roommate and realized, well, we can't really do that.
Yeah.
So we transformed. Chris ended up buying the same desk that I bought for my room when I moved in here, and we kind of converted that into a mini recording booth.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Grumps were our initial inspiration for doing this. So if you ever hear us badmouth Grumps, it's just out of like sheer respect and like teasing, even though we don't obviously don't know them or anything. But
No.
it feels like I know them because I've been watching them for a long time.
Well, I had a similar thing with Giant Bomb. I used to listen to them all the time. I haven't done so in a while just because their podcasts are very long. But they had a member called Ryan Davis, and they live here in the Bay Area. He passed away tragically at 35, but I'd been listening to him for about like 2 years straight. Like every Tuesday he greeted me, and so when he passed away, it kind of hit like as almost I was losing a family member. And I don't feel that way when celebrities pass away or anything of the sort, but a lot of people in the Giant Bomb community were very upset. They're like,
that makes sense. You lose something of value or something that you held.
Yeah,
had value.
You get to know them so well, even though you've never met them.
I mean, obviously,
so
human
much
life
time.
has value.
Yes, human life has value.
But it meant something personal to you.
Yeah, listening to someone week after week, you eventually develop a bond with them, even though it's not a bond that both of you feel.
Yeah, I like
it
that.
still creates some kind of feeling. I think that's the reason why when like Johnny Carson, I did keep doing the light thing, like. Damn it! When Johnny Carson passed away, who was in charge of the Tonight Show for so long, a lot of people are very upset. And I think it's for that very reason.
Makes sense.
We create bonds, and we as a culture do glorify our Hollywood and our movie stars.
They influence a lot of people.
They influence a lot of people, and some of them have very prolific careers and bleed into a lot of aspects of our lives. So we create some kind of bond, similar to how if you're reading a book that goes on for many chapters in many series, when that character eventually dies, you've created a bond with that. And even though it's fictional, it still leaves something with you.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to know someone to have them affect your life.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't personally know people that they look up to. And I think that's cool. But a lot of people are like, you don't even know them. And it's like, fuck you. I don't need to. Like,
that was some of the same.
This is the right way to go.
That was some of the same things that would happen. I guess we can have this conversation next time. But when you made online friends back in the day.
Oh yeah, I remember that a lot. Like when we were doing MMOs and stuff, my mom would always be like, "Well, who's that friend? Do you know them?" And I was like, "No, I mean I do, but I know them
through the game."
Through the game. She's like, "Oh, well, you're not really friends then." It's like, what? I've talked to them about a lot of stuff that helped me out, you know? It doesn't, we don't have to physically meet in order to have a connection and actually feel.
Which is funny because back in the day,
I still never bought the map.
People would do pen pals and they would write to each other.
Yeah.
And no one would ever say, well, you know, they're not really your friend.
They're not really your friend. You guys just have conversations and, yeah. Let's explore this area, because I never got the map here, so something must have stopped me. But we'll explore it next time, guys. Beep up boo. I like this conversation. Let's continue this at the next section.
I like when we get a little bit more introspective and in-depth. Yeah. I always enjoyed those.
It's nice because Cuphead, it's like, oh god, oh fuck, oh shit.
This is one of the games where we can actually talk about subjects, and Cuphead is more trying to do really poorly worded insults.
Yeah.